Hello everybody, Hunter here, back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. We're continuing off from the last video, same as always. So we left the last video as we're looking for Joshua's attendant. We're now heading into the new town. See if we can find her. So let's continue. Would ride a chocobo, but it's not that far. Gives me a chance to look around to see if we miss anything. I thought that was swimming, but nope. It's a dog. Dog on the ground.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome,
Man.
travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
And so she's in there. We got an obelisk unlocked here, and apparently this shop is selling something new we haven't got
Here.
before.
Take a look at my wares.
I'm gonna guess it's a song. Yep. Called it. Diamond armlets. Oh, we've already got it.
Take care.
Is the obelisk unlocked?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Jote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Jote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Jote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Jote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying. all the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Quite. How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation. And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Jote of the lake?
By all means.
Jote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Jote.
Let's find our friends.
Alright. I don't know who the girl is Barnabas is talking about.
And
He's trying to find. So he's given us 2 side quests in this area. Main quest is way out in a new location. If this new side quest is anywhere else, let's just check. No, okay, so it's just getting to know this town.
Opportunity beckons. Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
Monster hunt, cool.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Hi.
All right.
Goes up for mounts.
I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe and, above all, triumphant return.
Alright, let's pick up the other one as well. Let's just see how far away this is. So it's in an area that's locked out to where I am, but I can't fast travel to it. That's good to know. Where was the other one? There was another side quest in this area up there. ladder? Wonder why you need the ladder. That's why there's a box up here.
This inquiry's been hard to find since the sky's turned.
It has indeed.
Huh.
Can't blame the beasts for being on edge.
Did you come in your sticks?
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Amply rewarded, of course. Wow, he's not joking.
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of
Sounds like a long side quest if you gotta find 3 of these.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Interesting. Prioritize that. And it is right here. It says, how do I get up there from here? Oh, it's a staircase right there.
How are those new boots treating you?
Ladders everywhere. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred, holy to the noble blood, the dens of mothers.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky
Let's
go back to
explore
how
around
it
here a
was?
bit more, just in case there's another chest. There's a big area up on top. Here you go, another
So it's
chest.
these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Army.
A second. Show them one there. No others around the world, so they're all here? I just read off 1. Apparently there's another 2 of these. Another box. I'm right. Oh, it's all around this area. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see one over there and one over there. Okay. I thought they weren't going to be like in the gazebos. They had to just find like, well,
Have you noticed the Elder has been coffin-less?
So I don't actually have to remember this stuff then. I'm just interacting with them. So let's quickly back out.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
This inquiry's been hard to
Sounded
find.
like a chipmunk again. Hunters, yeah.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh shit! I did have to remember it. Never. Oh shit. Guardians of Crystal. It's the great good Mughal Guardians.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
That sounded right.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Raiders of Snow, Wanderers of the Golden Plains, Voyagers of the Ashen Ocean. I'm gonna do the top one.
Voyagers of the Ashen Ocean.
Seafarers here?
Yeah,
Are
they're
you
wrong.
certain?
It must be the golden one then.
I'm growing less.
Let's see.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Here we go.
Lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home.
Here we go.
Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening.
Yeah, the final
now,
stone.
for the final stone.
Another one I actually read. Oh, I only read the hunters part. Sworn to serve the sun, hunters, now tillers of the land. Dancing in hand. Let's do the sun one.
Children of the hunters, now sworn to serve the sun.
Well, is wrong.
Sun?
This. Do you think it'd be dancing tillers of the land, dancing hand in hand?
Children
Here we
of
go,
the
that's the right
hunters,
one.
now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add
I really should have
primitive
read
farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Got us some money. Oh, well, fame's gone now. Also, goblin coins, so we can sell that too. Right, the next thing was over there. So let's go fight this, whatever this monster is that's got the tough hide. Sounds like it could be a tough one. Let's get across. Let's grab this.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
think it's that, right? Because it's too close. Don't see anything yet. Looks like a wire van.
Be safe.
Bree Davis. Brad Davis.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Got him. With that half. Now against all my super abilities anyway, not so tough. Ooh, okay.
This thing reeks.
Back to this town now and get our reward. Wonder if he's gonna make something out of this tough hide for us. It'd be nice, but I doubt it.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Oh, we don't get to keep that. That would have been so cool.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored
did knock me back once.
With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Right, back on to doing Joshua's mission now. Time to explore all this new area down here. Oh, cutscene. Yay.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Jote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve. Both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Another seal. There's so many of them.
We'll talk about this later.
I like tribute kind of to Assassin's Creed that he's wearing a hood and everything and he's
You certainly
part of
keep
the
strange bedfellows, Joshua.
I look like it.
The free city's under siege.
Okay, so we gotta go this way, but it looks like it could be a monster hunt, possibly up there. Yeah, so if I turn left up here, it might be a monster around the corner.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
No, I know it's not the right way. There's a chance there's a monster over here. It's not. It's occupied by dogs. Well, there's got to be something over here. Why would they put it here? This leads into this corner they're protecting. Almost everything's finished charging. Oh, it is a hunt. I found me a hunt. The pack.
Eyesight total.
Alright, don't need that. Well, there's the hunt done. There's only a rank C, sadly. Not a big one. That means there's more hunts I don't know about at the monkey board.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
They're messing around in this corner. I thought they were protecting something. Apparently not. Oh, we got some fame points from defeating those. Always worth checking out those corners of the map. I place them here for certain reasons, and that's one of them.
Good
There are chests.
Run like the wind.
I think we're on the right way. Nope. My chocobo wants to fly. Not very far. This will be placed here for a reason, right? Clearly, this has been placed here for a reason.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
Where's the dog? cool. That was cool. Starting to learn more about Bahamut's abilities, understand how to use them a bit better. Anything around here? It looks like it should be. There's not. Me and my obsession with trying to find every bit of loot in the game is terrible. More?
Enough of you, are there?
Ow! Yeah, get him.
Waken, Gwyn!
My friends just circling around them. Is this a circle going around to where I came from? This.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
See an obelisk for fast travel point, so we never have to do that run again. Another corner. Also leads around in a circle.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
I wonder who would be the boss of this area. Interesting, and it's also opened up a side quest way out there. And they, oh my god. Let's see what the side quest is. Trading places. For Great Justice Part 2. Rekindling the Flame. We're going to do Martha's one. Martha's such an important character to our story. We'll go back to the Burning City after the side quest, yeah. I just want all these fame points. Get every bit of
Clive.
From that
just
vendor.
the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got.
Gonna build a
We can't
hotel
keep
and
cramming
apartment
more
block.
and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Yep, we're gonna build an apartment block.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den. And they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move.
Like door
What do you
opening and
say?
closing in the background. It sounds like.
Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Sounds like an important side quest. That was a lot of dialogue.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count.
How skilled are they?
And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need,
We've
my
really
lord.
seen a lot more
You
of
go on
Wade
ahead.
in this part of the story.
We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
Last
we shall see you
2
there.
videos I've uploaded,
And
we've
may
seen
victory
Wade.
await our coming.
We went like a solid 16 hours of not seeing him, and now we've seen him a lot. Right up on top. Okay, let's do this. I'm guessing they said his numbers few, so I'm guessing they're like really skilled. They're probably going to be jumping, dodging about, and everything.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences.
Well, that was easy.
That's the end of that then.
Oh, one of these guys.
Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to Garuda!
It's dead. Damn, those moves are ridiculously powerful. Thinking about taking one of the supers off because you just finish your enemies too quick.
Any more surprises?
Guessing
I'll take that as a no.
It's on the Final Fantasy difficulty.
Bravo.
You would want to use all of them.
A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
There we go, so this town will now be occupied. There we go.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good.
Report back to Martha. Didn't expect the monster at the end of defeating them. I thought that after defeating the soldiers, that was it. They did kind of hint it was monsters, did
There you are. All went well then.
Yes, people already
Sir
up here
Wade
living
told me
there.
you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Alright. Okay. Another 25 fame. We are getting lots of points from this part of the game. This is awesome. Should be close to unlocking the next item. So next do the guard one. The Great Justice Part 2. Do this one next. We haven't been over here in ages. I remember last time we were over here.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
And ready to evacuate.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Hey, do this.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
45 fame from this, that's a lot. Wow. Okay. It's up by the farmlands then. We haven't been in this section.
Come then, brother.
We're going to all these
we are
old
waited
places.
in Gotan's Bales.
Joshua's getting fed up with me doing side missions. So we're going up by the grape vineyard. We haven't been here in so long. Probably a good, maybe 18 hours. Go pursue? Yeah, you can.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
Hot your mouth, haven't you?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster.
Really?
They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
What kind of monster?
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenhall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Heavenhall. Oh, that's far away. That is really far away. Oh my. Huh. Okay. So I go here and just stick to the left, it looks like. Ambrosia.
Good girl.
Do we think this is a hunt by you? If we see his health bar before name pops up, it's not a hunt. It's not a hunt.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Like, don't fall in? We gotta fight you. I didn't want to do that. And I can't cancel it. I've done the wrong ability. Saw something glowing. What was glowing? Ah! It's because it was by the rock thing. I thought it was like one of those relic chests. That sucks. I started a fight for nothing. You still got a ways to go. Yeah, whistle, whistle. Is the house. This is in a straight line. The music's getting serious, right?
Straight home now.
So down here, there's a dragon down here. I've already fought this dragon. It was a rank S dragon, so we've been here.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Sounds like there's going to be a big monster up ahead with the music.
Quentin, are you all right?
How do you get here so quick?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Oh, hello.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
Come on.
That is no more guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Ow! And he did. Joshua comes in with his Phoenix attack right at the end. It's awesome having Joshua in the party because he can actually heal you. You don't have to use your potions.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
Your guard dog was a cat.
He wept and begged for mercy. and I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost, so that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news.
What? More bad?
It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
Oh.
What?
We never going back to Lostwing again. Ah, so they mean Yakasic stuff is here.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Or an idiot.
Damn it.
I'm liking the side quests on this part of the game. They got us so much better.
Quentin's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
New enemies approach. They got a wizard. I didn't know. Now they then. Ooh. Ability points are up to 3,000.
I need to find Quentin.
Dumbass.
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
That was a good side quest.
Permit me to withdraw my request.
Becoming more part of the story
I will
now.
no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
Anybody skipping the side quest,
But you must be
missing out
rewarded
on
for
so
your
much.
efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I know.
I look forward to it.
There we go, 45 game points. That's. Oh, what's all this? Displayed in Clive's chambers. Cool. Wicked wheel upgrade. Only one left. Trading places. Before we do that, let's head back here. I want to see how many points we actually need for the next upgrade. See if we've got enough. A new missive has been delivered to Clive's chamber. A new quest is available at the Alliant Repose. Yeah, new bounty stuff. Cool. It's a B rank one, the man in black, the greater part of those black shoes. So he's in Sambaret. He's in Lostwing where we just came from.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Okay, so we got this unlocked.
There you
Talisman
are.
to Priming. 1550 we get the new page
Come
unlocked.
again. I may have...
The Talisman of Priming, let's have a look. What does this do? Increases Lionheart tonic duration 30 seconds. What did Lionheart tonic do? Okay, limit break. So it makes your limit break come back faster.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
It's just telling me where's the side quest. Anything else? Nothing new at the blacksmith, but we got a new letter. So let's head to Clive's room and check out this letter.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into time?
My Lord Marcus, in your absence, shall I watch over your new charges, affording them every protection I am able. Okay, so this is what she's doing now that she's no longer with Josh. I cannot begin to thank you. Okay, he's just thanking us for saving the town. Right. It's worth checking back. We got the new item, but it's nothing I'm actually going to be using because it's too damn powerful.
We're going to do this, will we?
Clive, your timing is impeccable.
Really?
It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
We get 50 points this, so we're getting closer to the final
Theo,
reward.
if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Wow. That'd be interesting. They
You'll
roll in
find
the
the village in
wagons, I'm
Church's
not there,
Thread,
there's
past
monsters
Lateney's
still there.
Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
You
I'm
go
sure
into
you
the
won't
part
need it.
that was closed off before, sounds like. 50 whole points. This quest should be worth it. 600 yards that way. Here we got a fast travel point around the corner. Interesting. Gotta go through a maze together. Then down this way? Yeah. Is the gate opened up? Hello, my dude. Dracos Deep. You just walked through some goblins, dude.
fly up.
Time to fight.
This must have been
Yeah, this is
nice
definitely
place
it.
once.
It will be again.
Fire and flame!
New enemies approach. Ow! They actually hit me. Damn, Josh. Got him. Hey. Back up here now. You can hear somebody's dog barking outside. No, that's not going through the mic. But probably hear the kids opening and closing the door come through the mic anyway, so the background noise tomorrow, or I do.
Is something the matter, Theodore?
Quiet.
You really just tell me to
Those
shut
are our
up when I
terms.
just did that?
I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
That was funny. He always says that, like, at the end of one of these discussions, and she's actually the only one who said, I don't know where to find you. What did... No.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
I believe that's everything now, right? All the side quests. Let's just bring up the map. No more green. We got this new area to explore, the new city that's on fire, but I'll head to the hideaway. And I'll call the video for now. I'll end here and continue it on the next one where we'll be going to that burning city, trying to save whoever needs saving. Even though we're sneaking in, so we might be not saving. Who knows? I don't, because I've never done it. So yeah, bye all, thanks for dropping in, and take care. See you in the next one, everybody, where we're finally going to figure out what's going on in the burning city. Bye all, bye.